Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Japanese vehicle manufacturer Toyota has been forced to recall millions of vehicles worldwide because of possible brake and accelerator problems. The recall has also been extended to South Africa. Engineering News senior contributing editor Irma Venter joins me in studio to talk about the program. Irma, welcome to the show. Which vehicles are being recalled in South Africa?
We're looking at about 45,000 Corollas, 841 Verso models and 6,665 Aurus models, and then also 216 new Prius models.
What exactly has to be fixed?
Well, it varies from model to model. On the Prius, the 216 Prius hybrids, it's actually a software problem, and Toyota calls it a brake feel problem. In other words, there's a delay between the driver pressing down on the brake and the brake actually feeling like the brake is actually working. So this is a software problem apparently. Then on the Corolla, the Verso and the Aurus models, we're looking at the same acceleration mechanism problem that's been reported in the US and Europe, and then eventually it spilled over to South Africa and the rest of Africa. In these cases, the accelerator may actually remain stuck in a partially depressed manner, or it may not return to its original position as fast as it should. It's the so-called sticky accelerator problem.
How will Toyota do the recall in South Africa?
Well, we're looking at about 52,000 vehicles, so that's quite a lot. I also just have to say it's nothing before the 2006 year. It's only upwards, and in some cases even newer models than that. So it's 52,000. It's quite a substantial number. It's apparently also the biggest in South Africa to date. So they will start rolling out on the Prius models. They've asked for new software from their Japanese parent company to be brought into the country, and then Prius owners will simply drive in and get this free of charge as well, the new software, to solve the brake problem. On the Corolla, the Aurus and the Verso models, it's obviously a few more models than on the Prius. So what happens now is we have a small part coming in to fix the accelerator. It's a small metal bit, it's about this big, that has to be fitted to the accelerator mechanism to solve this problem. And this is still being air freighted to South Africa, and then from February the 23rd, owners will be able to go to the 200 dealers countrywide in South Africa and to get this problem fixed. Then it will take about 45 minutes to an hour to get this fixed. Obviously it'll go faster as the dealers and the mechanics get more used to fixing the problem. So that will start rolling out from February the 23rd, and we'll see how long that takes. Toyota says they hope it will be fixed within a month, but of course this depends on customers, how fast they move into the dealers and actually get the problem solved.
What impact will the recall have on Toyota's reputation?
Well, Toyota is known for its quality and reliability. I mean, the slogan of Toyota used to be "everything keeps going right," which seems a little bit ironic now if you look at it today. But usually you could get a customer, they drive a Toyota for all their life. They maybe now they're considering, I won't necessarily buy a Toyota when I have to replace my vehicle. Maybe I'll look at a Ford, maybe I'll look at a Mercedes. So that is that immediate question of reliability may now be up in the air, and you may think, okay, maybe we have to reconsider that. Of course, it may have little effect, it may have a large impact. What is not known is the magnitude of the effect on Toyota's reputation. I mean, the CEO, Dr. Jan van Zyl of Toyota South Africa, he did say it will have an effect, but like we said, the magnitude of that is not known, and we'll only know in the months ahead when we look at the sales figures for February, for March. We'll see if people now have decided, okay, we'll stay away from Toyota until they've corrected all of these problems. Looking at where the problems originated, there's a lot of critics saying that Toyota may have worked too fast in speeding ahead of General Motors to become the world's largest vehicle manufacturer in 2008. They may have started to neglect quality. They may not have looked so closely to that philosophy they have of Kaizen, which is a continuous improvement. So critics say that. Of course, Toyota just said they promised they'll pay more close attention to quality. They'll reinvigorate the whole process of looking at quality, and that people don't have to worry. In South Africa, specific effect that we may have is not only in terms of sales. Toyota is, of course, the biggest vehicle seller in South Africa. It's got a 23% market share. It means 1 in 4 vehicles that drive around is probably a Toyota. So it's not only in terms of that, in terms of sales. We also have to consider the plant down in Durban. Toyota's got a big plant down in Durban, capacity of 220,000 units. And these units are exported. It's the Corolla and the Hilux, but the Hilux is of course not affected. But we have the Corolla exported to Africa and to Europe. And should there be a huge adverse effect on Toyota sales, how will this impact the plant down in Durban? And this is a huge part of South Africa's manufacturing strategy, to have automotive manufacturing set in South Africa. But like we said, these are questions that will only be answered over time.
Irma, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us on Second Take.
Pleasure. Thanks, Mariaan.
That is the Second Take show for this week. Thank you for watching, and join us again next week for more news analysis.